Hello, and welcome to the Infinite Escape Room, the puzzling podcast where a group of geographically diverse chums come together, have a drink, and work together to solve a homemade escape room of the ears. I'm Mike. I am drinking a tin, that's right, a tin of Laithwaite's own Sauvignon Blanc. I have gone very much up in the world. Glass is for arse, as they say. Metal is metal. It's a very, very agreeable Sauvignon Blanc. I really can't argue. This is my second ever glass of wine from a tin, and I am enjoying the experience. And joining me on this fine, balmy summer evening, we have...
I'm Alid, and I'm drinking wine out of what it should be drunk, a bottle.
You're drinking it from the bottle?
I could absolutely drink... No, from a glass.
What wine are you drinking, Alid?
I'm drinking McGuigan Black Label Shiraz. That's okay.
Classic.
Is this the part where we argue about how to pronounce McGudgeon?
What?
What?
McGuigan? What?
McGudgeon.
McGuigan. Yes, McGuigan.
It's McGuigan, isn't it? What do you mean it's not?
Paul McGuigan, the film director, he pronounces it McGuigan. Are you going to go to his house and tell him he's wrong?
It's probably a long
I'm sorry,
way.
no, let's revert back. John, how do you pronounce it?
I don't know, McGudgeon.
Why is it McGudgeon? It's got a U and an I in it.
Because McGuigan sounds ridiculous. It sounds like a name of a warlock.
Oh, yes, because what you said doesn't sound ridiculous at all.
Well, okay, in light of that then, I'm Dom, and I'm drinking a tin of Guinness.
Fuck's sake.
Yes. Thank you, Dom.
Oh, God. You prick. But touche. Very much touche. And I'm John, and I am drinking... I'm not even sure why I bought this. I'm drinking Betty Stoggs.
No, it's not Betty Stoggs, is it, though? It's Bertie Stoggs.
I thought it was BT Stoogs.
Is this going to be like vandalisation?
That's it, yeah.
Except with vandalisation, I was right. Anyhow, I'm definitely wrong tonight. This is a bottle of Betty Stoggs, which has a rather fruity label, which looks a bit like one of those old posters you get by... at beaches of sort of middle-aged obese people doing smut. It was very strange. It's quite nice.
What kind of beaches did you go to as a child?
The sort of crappy seaside variety. No? Nothing? No? Okay, cool. Moving on.
I know what you mean. Despite your terrible pronunciation, I do understand what you mean.
Thank you. It's all right, but I have lined up for an appropriate moment in the episode one of these. Now, obviously, listeners cannot see this. This is a tin of Nitro Espresso Martini.
Ooh, yum. I love espresso martini.
Which, when I said I was going to drink it, my wife looked at me and said, it's got coffee in it, right? Has it, really? We'll see.
We're at 8:45 in the evening, so I'm really looking forward to you having that right before bed, particularly the nitro element of the espresso.
I don't know what nitro means in beers and cocktails.
It means you go faster at the last minute.
It gets used a lot, like nitro stout or whatever, but I have no idea what that means.
I think it might be fizzy. I think that might be the thing. I've seen it used in a couple of beers which have been very, very fizzy. So, what's the Infinite Escape Room? Well, the escape room itself is an escape room. It is infinite, and it happens in your ear holes and your mind's eye. One of us will present a part of the Infinite Escape Room, and today it is the lanky Lord of Derby, Jonathan himself.
They used to call me Lord Lanky at school. That touched a nerve. That really that got me right here in the core.
Lanky core. Oh, I'm sorry.
The long thing core.
I don't know why I assumed it was mockery as opposed to like an honorific. Lord Lanky has come. Quickly, fetch the tithe. So what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. And if we don't escape within the allotted time, then we will lose and terrible smelly things will happen to us. And John, do you need a deposit for this episode?
You kind of are the deposit.
Me specifically, or us as a group?
It's you as a group, really, to be honest with you.
Wow, lives or...
I was going to say, and so if we break anything, we will lose our group identity. And presumably just to be strangers, wondering why we're on a Zoom call together.
Which would not be the first for any of us, would it? Why am I here?
Yeah, that's my working life. Oh, and before we kick off, we would just like to thank, as ever, our fabulous patrons, and in particular this evening, Delana and Will Ryder, for keeping the show on the road. Thank you so very, very much for continuing to support us. We love you. John, right now, you can't see him on webcam, but he's got his arms open, either in a wave or like he's going to come and give you a big, lanky hug.
I was putting my arms up to welcome Delana. She is our newest Patreon as of this week. Hello, Delana.
Hello, Delana.
We're probably destroying your name. You're probably thinking it's Delana or something like that.
Breaking pronunciation is your thing this evening, John, is it not?
Hey, I'm just apologising in advance for all the times we slaughter her name. Last week on the Infinite Escape Room, you were escaping your day job, which was very similar to my day job, working in an escape room. You successfully prepared it for the next team, and to be honest, the rest of the day kind of feels like a blur. You stopped off at a new cocktail bar on the way home from work that night, had a lovely cocktail, felt a little bit funny, went to sleep in your bed, and then woke up somewhere else entirely. Gentlemen, you have all come round alone in a room, and you are all in different rooms. I'm going to describe each room to you in turn, starting with Michael.
Didn't Ben do this with you, Dom? Like a couple of episodes back with all the Scrabble tiles?
Yeah.
Oh, that episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was post jab, I think. It was something topical.
Are you getting PTSD, Tom, same as I am?
What? Because of this? I haven't done anything yet. So far, I'm innocent. So, Michael, you are standing.
D-.
Bastard. Not the worst grade I've had. Michael, you are standing in the middle of what seems to be a children's nursery. Now, I don't mean the sort of nursery where you drop off your kid in the morning and then come back after work. I mean the sort of nursery, a bit like a kind of old-fashioned playroom that a very wealthy person in the 1920s might have, that sort of Peter Pan kind of vibe. So you're standing in the middle of the room. In the room is as follows. On the wall to your right, in front of you, there is a full-length mirror. You can't see yourself in it because it's facing directly away from the wall and you're in the middle of the room, but it's up there. Behind you to your right, there is a wardrobe. Behind you to your left, there is a hole and a big cylinder. And then on the back left wall, there are some bookshelves. In front of you, directly in front of you, where would be normally a fourth wall with maybe a window in it, there is nothing at all. A gaping hole and a vista beyond. Moving on to Alid. Alid.
I want to know more about the gaping hole.
We'll come to that.
You always want to know more about the gaping hole.
Alid, you are in a living room. Behind you to your right is an armchair. Directly behind you is a pram. To the left of you is a very large block of wood. Forward and in front of you, in front of you and to your left is a television. And to your right, in front of you, on the wall, just the same as Mike, is a full-length mirror. And in front of you, where that fourth wall ought to be, is another gaping void. Only you don't see a vista beyond. You see a very, very tall crop of what appears to be something like wheat.
Okay.
Dom, you are in a home office. You're standing in the middle of the room. In front and to the left of you is a television. And behind you and to your right is a desk with an old-style CRT computer monitor on it and an appropriate chair. And just like the other two, there is in your room a full-length mirror on the right-hand wall in front of you. And much like Alid, you see a large crop of some sort at the edge of the room. Gentlemen, before you have time to examine your surroundings, you hear a threatening, booming voice which says this.
If you're not in the right place when I come back, you're going to be in trouble.
Wow.
Oh, it's Gracie.
Okay.
Good job, Gracie. First bit of acting.
The voice departs the room. You have no idea how long she's going to be gone for, but however long it is, your time starts now.
Oh, wow. Considering we've all got a gaping void in common, can I first inspect my gaping void?
Sure. So, are you stepping forward towards the crop?
Please, yes.
As you step forward, you feel a weird movement behind you. and a sort of clicking sound. What are you going to do? You carry on walking forward, or are you stopping?
I'm not going to look. That's horror film 101. You don't look.
Okay, you continue to walk towards the field. With every step, you feel your strength start to diminish just a little bit. You have a sense that you have a very, very finite number of steps in you, though every step is... Well, you know how they talk about torque in car engines, like how much torque an engine has, how much force it has, but it's not so much how fast it can go, but how hard it can push. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, your movement can push very hard, but not very fast.
I've had no complaints.
There it is.
So Alan is hard and slow. Making a note of that.
So you step up to the edge of the crop. It's a very peculiar thing. It's very furry, very tall, and it seems to be each plant is in a kind of double helix formation, just going straight up. There's no leaves. It's more like it's made of wool.
Doll's house. We're in a doll's house. Called it.
That makes sense.
We're looking out the front.
Ah, I see. I was thinking this was like the double helix thing was going to be like the infinity symbol, and we were actually...
That's not the infinity symbol.
Well, it's like a double... Oh, wait, no.
God.
I've drawn an infinity symbol and not a double helix. Whoopsie doodle. It's another classic gaffe from your old boy Mike.
Okay, gentlemen. Time is ticking.
Can I take a look at my gaping void?
You can. You, Michael, do not have the crop in front of you. As you walk towards the end of your room, you come to realize that you are at least one story up. There is a drop below you.
So I'm upstairs.
Mm-hmm. As you walk, you feel a sort of tugging sensation at your back. Turning around, you can see there is a string, or a rope rather, coming out of your back onto a ring, which is currently held under the cylindrical object behind you. And as you move, the ring pulls out from under it and starts retracting into your back.
What do I say? Because I'm guessing this is like a ring puller.
You hear the sound of a baby crying.
Oh, great. Oh, no. Is it because I'm the bald one? Is that why I'm a baby? That seems like bald discrimination, John. I'll be on the phone to my support
You feel
group.
a new wave of energy come over you.
I do always feel better after a cry.
Don't we all?
I guess I'm going to try and walk towards the crop as well.
Dom, you take 3 steps and find yourself unable to move.
Oh, well.
You get that far. That does take you to more or less in front of the wall mirror, though, from which you can examine yourself. Would you like to examine yourself, or would you like to remain blissfully ignorant?
Normally the latter, but for the sake of playing along, what do I look like?
You are wearing a shirt and tie, though it's not even...
Ooh.
It's more of a kind of simple facsimile of a shirt and tie in a kind of one-piece arrangement that's held together by Velcro, gripping the sides of your back. On your back...
Sounds sexy.
...is a large plastic sort of... like a kind of holder, and inside it is a large cylinder with a red blinking light on it. You're still able to move your arms, but you can take no further steps.
I wonder if that's a battery.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. John, can I walk back from the void and have a look at myself in the mirror?
You can. There's a further 4 clicks, and you're starting to feel quite weak now, Aled. In the mirror, you can see that you...
Oh, you're a wind-up toy, Aled.
Yeah, that's my guess.
You are wearing a baby's romper suit. Sticking out of your back is a large clockwork key.
Yeah.
And every time you take a step, it turns a little bit more in an anti-clockwise direction. You probably don't have very many steps left before you run out of proverbial juice. So use them wisely.
Fine.
Does breathing consume?
No. Only moving around the room.
Oh, good. That would be really sad.
Okay, so Michael is a baby? Wait.
But yeah, can I take a look at myself in the
You
mirror?
certainly can. You are wearing a dress. Floral dress.
Okay.
Again, much like the others, it's more of a facsimile of a dress sort of held together with Velcro at the back. The only thing coming out of your back is the string with the loop on the end, which you have now pulled out from under that object, and it is has retracted into your back. So there's a loop in your back now.
Okay, when you say I'm wearing a dress, is it like a baby dress or like a lady dress?
A lady dress, but without that weird intonation that you just gave it. You creep. A lady dress.
Okay, so what were our rooms again? So I'm in an office.
I'm in a nursery.
And Alid?
Living room.
Correct.
So we need to swap rooms, right?
From some faraway place, you smell the distant smell of scrambled eggs being scrambled. Someone's having their lunch.
Maybe this is like going to be a full day. So sorry, I know I'll be dressed in a dress. Am I like, if there's a ring coming out back, am I like a doll or like a baby?
So all of you are dolls. To be absolutely clear, you are wooden dolls. You have blank, wooden, identical faces.
No change for me there, then.
Hey!
I'll get there first.
And apart from your clothing, you all look the same.
Okay. John, without moving, can I observe initially the TV? Is there anything on it?
No, the TV on close inspection doesn't seem to actually be a TV at all. It is instead a wooden block rather crudely carved into the shape of a TV.
Perfect. Can I have a look? You said there's a large wooden piece of wood? In the living room?
In the living room, there is, yes, a very large piece of wood. On closer inspection, it appears to be a one-piece facsimile. I love that word, facsimile. A one-piece miniature version of a set of stairs.
Okay.
Okay, so Allad's the bridge point for the floors. Allad, is Allad able to turn his own key, so to speak?
No. And even if he were, he'd expend the same amount of energy turning it as he would get out of it turning back, wouldn't he?
Okay, I think I need to go wind Allad up. Hey, can I, looking around the room, can I see a way out of the room I'm in?
There is no door. There is a large hole in the floor behind you.
Oh! Maybe it's the stairs. Can I look at the? In fact, I'll tell you what. Before I do, I'll take a quick sketch of the room around me. So I had the large circular object. What was the large circular object? Cylindrical object. Sorry.
It's behind you near the hole. Do you want to go and have a look at it?
Yes, please.
Okay, you take several steps towards it. You feel a little bit of your energy draining away from you as you take those steps, but you've still got a fair bit left. The large cylinder is green. It has a sort of nipple on one end, but it is flat on the other end, and it has a green blinking light on it.
So you have my backup battery.
Okay, I take the backup battery. Can I take a look at the?
It's very heavy. You're not going to be able to lift it.
Oh, can I kick it down the stairs?
There are no stairs. There is a hole in the floor.
Can I kick it down the hole?
You can. Are you doing that?
Yes.
With tremendous effort, you kick the cylinder down the hole. Aled, with an almighty crash, a cylinder lands in your room, barely missing you.
Cool. With the remaining clicks that I have left, can I move the wooden staircase?
It's far too heavy for you to lift.
I can't just push it towards the hole in the...
It's like 3 times your size and made of solid wood, Aled. Not happening.
Alad, is there a hole in your room that goes to Dom's room, maybe?
No, I've only got the one gaping void that leads to wheat, which Dom also has. Is it the same wheat?
Well, I mean, I initially described it as wheat, but Don's assessment is probably pretty accurate here. It's a peculiar-looking crop, which is nearly to your head height, but probably not biological.
Carpet pile.
Yeah.
So I'm already stood near the edge.
Yes,
right?
very near.
Am I able to lean out and look in either direction?
You can. You can't quite lean past the wall. So you can't see into any other rooms of the house, but you can sort of just poke your head over the top of the crop. You also see a fair distance away in front of you, Dom, a giant glass sphere resting in the crop. It has a shaft coming out of one side of it that is sort of holding it onto the ground in a kind of diagonal manner. So sphere and then shaft going down. Dom is doing this wonderful thing where his eyes sort of go up onto the top left, and you can almost see the cogs whirring in his brain. It's great.
I'm trying to think what that
Sounds like a bong.
Well,
Sounds somewhat phallic as well.
Shafty bong.
is it a penis bong, John?
Dong bong.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I've missed a small piece of description.
the hour of extra preparation.
Oh, I'm totally sorry.
It's got
Very small. Very small. Mike, at the missing wall on your room, on the top right corner, there is a metallic attachment hanging down. It appears to be some sort of hook. I'll let that stew for a minute. Dom, you were going to ask me something.
Well, I'm stumped about the penis bong. So, can I go back to the
You can't move.
desk and? Of course I can't.
Are you and Alad able to move your arms? Like, would you be able to pass the battery between each other?
Dom can move his arms.
I'm just glued to the spot. So, looking around the walls, floor, ceiling, is there any kind of egress I can see?
No, though the carpet pile in front of you is movable. It's not a solid block. Like, you can just see over it, and you can stick your arm in it and move it to the side.
Can't do anything else.
If you could move.
Okay, I yell.
Okay, Alad and Mike, you hear Dom yelling.
Yeah, just wordless anguish.
Alad and Mike, he sounds vaguely like he's coming from your right-hand side.
What, both of us right inside?
Oh, that helps my diagram.
Yes.
Wait, they're facing outwards.
Yeah, you're all, for the sake of that, you're all facing towards the missing fourth wall in your room. And Alad and Mike.
And to both of
you
us,
hear
he
him-
sounds like he's
Yeah, I
from the
mean,
right.
Mike maybe the sort of right below you a bit, but Alad definitely to your right-hand side.
Okay.
Well, Alad, you could potentially, if that battery is near you, could you just stick your arm out of the void and round, like, the front of the house so that Dom can grab it from you?
I can try.
Alad, your... I mentioned this before, but I feel I should mention it again. Your mode of motion is particularly forceful.
Do you want to unwillingly put the battery in, Dominic?
So you could.
Jesus.
So what you're saying is you want me to put a cylindrical thing in you?
Forcefully, yes.
Forcefully.
From behind.
You could push it through the wall, mate. It depends how forceful you are, Alad. Could you just push it through the wall?
Well, but why the wall when he can head out into the carpet, right?
Maybe.
Wander through.
As he winds down for a very limited distance.
Can I do that, please? Can I forcefully, with the battery, try and get near Dom by turning
so
right?
you're picking up the battery, walking towards the right corner of your room and turning right into the kind of the field of crop or carpet or whatever we're calling it now. Is that right?
Yes, please.
Dom, Alad appears in front of you on your left holding a battery.
I'll give him a cheery wave.
Woo!
Okay.
Is he near enough to me for me to wind him up?
Not yet, but Alad, what are you doing now? You've spotted Dom.
I may as well use up all my remaining clicks and embrace Dom with my cylindrical.
Okay, he's already got a cylinder or battery in his back.
Oh yeah, Can I remove my battery?
No, you'll need Alad to do it.
Right, can I remove Dom's
You can
battery?
remove both Tom and Dom's battery, and I'm assuming replace it with the one with the green blinking light. Is that correct?
Yeah, take the existing shaft down and give him a new one.
Is there a death rattle when the battery
There
comes
is
out?
not a death rattle. You just sort of have a moment of blackout, as it were. Dom, you feel a new lease of life coursing through your veins. Your movements are free and fluid, though not particularly strong.
Okay, I do the arm worm.
The arm worm. Okay, very good use of time. Lunchtime seems to be wrapping up in that far-off place. You can hear the clatter of plates.
Okay, so I'm not that strong, but I'm alive again. So the first thing I'll do then is return the favor, and I'll reach around Alad and wind him up.
Okay, Alad, you have been wound up. You now are back to full strength. You can move with tremendous force, but for quite a limited time.
I want to come down and join the party.
How are you?
There's a little metal hook in my room, wasn't there?
You can put your wind-up thing on.
Can I hook me back on it and
Okay.
get myself, literally tug
You
myself
hook
off?
the loop. What are you doing once you've hooked it? Are you just chucking yourself off the edge?
Oh, that's a really good idea. Oh, no, wait, because I might be able to unhook it.
You'll end up in Alad's room anyway.
Yeah.
Make a choice.
I guess can I sprint to the other side of the room?
Okay, sure. You sprint to the side of the room and then are slowly dragged back towards the hook.
But you feel
great. But you've not gone anywhere.
It's like David Carradine.
Oh, so here's a question. Do we need to get us back in the right rooms like the voice said, or do we need to get to the magic bong? Because you guys have got mega wind-up Alad now, so you could potentially work your way through the carpet forest and investigate the mega bong.
I love that you call it the mega bomb.
I mean, we can, but that's a long way to get back, and we've still got to find a way to get, presumably, it was Alad who was in the romper suit, wasn't it? So he needs to get upstairs somehow.
Okay. I'm hooked onto the thing. I can abseil down through the front of the house, out to the void, pick Alad up, get retracted back in, dump Alad off in the room, to do? And then Alad can unhook me and then push me. Is that
what you're trying to do?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
please.
Alad, you're using your wind-up power to return to your room beneath Mike's hook.
Yes, please.
Mike, you are hooking onto the hook and then throwing yourself off the precipice on top of Alad. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
You do so. You grab Alad and you
Mike.
stay there because Alad is far too heavy for the pull string to pull you back up. So you are now hanging Mission Impossible style just off the ground, embracing a perplexed Alad. What would you like to do?
Which means if Dom came into that room, climbed up the string from Mike's back, pulled Mike up with myself, and then jumped back down.
Am I able to get through the carpet?
That fixes that problem.
Sorry, one more time.
So if I push through the carpet into the room, I can't. Okay.
You're not strong enough.
Can you ride Alad?
How will that help, Michael?
Focus, man, focus.
Context, please, context.
Right, I feel this is definitely time for my espresso martini. Here we go. I paused the timer. I'm kidding. I've not paused the timer. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Hey, I told you it was fun.
Did you forget that you shook it? You genuinely forgot that you shook it.
I did forget that I shook it. Okay, here we go. It didn't spill everywhere. Rice that's got a lot of coffee in it.
Do you feel like your ring pulls just wound in?
John's pupils have just dilated all the way to his eyebrows.
I feel amazing. I feel like you do when your drawstring gets pulled. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's do this. Come on.
So let's recap. So currently, Michael is hanging down in front of the room Alad's died in, unable to go back up.
Well, while he's holding on to Alad, he will not be retracted. If he lets go of Alad, he will be retracted back up, Mission Impossible style, and return to
the hook. He'll feel great, but he'll be back where he started. I'm just stood in my room, but I can move now, but I can't leave my room.
Correct. I mean, you could probably now go to Alad's room because he's sort of cleared a path, as it were.
Oh, okay. Then, I will.
Through the carpet.
I'll go and look at the two of them hugging on the end of the rope.
Okay, how very helpful. You are now all together, just sort of stood there with Mike hanging on the end of his own pull string. Well done. You have not solved my puzzle.
Well, okay, but I think I'm in the right room now, so I guess it's up to you two.
So we just need to get Alad up the thing.
Has Dom got enough strength to lift me?
To lift you? No.
Why?
Okay,
What do we have? So I'm to try and push them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can we get Alad up a floor?
Oh, am I able to set up those stairs that we saw before?
Nope, they're far too heavy. But even for two of you.
What about for three of us?
Even then.
We tried to break the room and you realised.
No, it's just no. Yeah, bad things would happen. I'm genuinely trying to be helpful here.
Okay, so stairs we can't use.
Might I draw your attention as lunchtime is wrapping up downstairs and the washing up is being done? Alad, what were you going to say?
I have also got in my room an armchair, a pram. Can I move either of them?
The armchair you can sort of push around. It is much like Dom's TV, rather a facsimile of an armchair made out of poorly carved wood, as is the pram. The pram does have small wheels on it.
Alad, are you thinking like a Half-Life 2 style puzzle where you stack the barrels and then do a kind of like bunny hop?
Yeah, I'm
to get
just
up the
wondering, can
barrels.
I stack the existing items in the room up to give myself that little bit of a... Can I try that?
Okay, what are you stacking?
So I'd love to stack the...
The pram has wheels, so any stack is going to be precarious at best.
The armchair on top of the pram and myself on top of the armchair.
Okay,
And then I push him
you
towards
fall
the hole.
off. Doesn't work.
I feel like I'm on the right path, though.
You're not.
Okay.
In the
saved us some
nicest
time.
way, like you're not. Though I'm very happy that that you've zeroed in like this. It's wonderful.
Okay, so
Wait, hold on. Mm-hmm. The stairs in my room, where do they lead to?
Well, nowhere at the moment. They're collapsed on the floor. So in like a dollhouse where you have like the stairs and you just sort of fit them into the hole in one room and then down into the next one, they just sit there, right? As one big solid block of wood. It's one of those that has fallen over and is far too heavy for any of you, even all three of you with fresh juice coursing through your veins to lift.
Can I apply physics, though?
What? Oh. Okay, what physics would you like to apply? Time is ticking down. What physics would you like to apply, Alan?
I would like to apply the lever method and force the pram underneath to give myself leverage.
Force the pram underneath. Okay, you've now levered up one end of the very heavy block of wood.
Amazing. Right, now can I stick the armchair on top of the pram to give myself extra height on the stairs?
You're a little bit higher.
is he high enough to jump to reach the edge of the hole?
You're still not high enough to reach the hole, nor are you going to be.
Right, I've also got a mirror and I've got a TV.
Oh my God. The mirror's bolted to the wall.
We've got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. Okay, John, you were saying you were going to give us a hint before.
Would you like me to give you a steer?
Yes, please.
Yep.
So, Dom, a little while ago, you focused very briefly on we'll just call it carpet, because we all know it's carpet at this point, on the carpet and perhaps some way of getting through it to the big glass thingamy-bob, but you abandoned the idea. Perhaps you should think about it again.
Okay, well, I can't get through it.
Use Allard like a snow piercer.
Because I'm forceful.
I don't know how long my battery's going to last for. I guess it just keeps on going and going and going.
It's a Duracell battery. It's got a fair bit of juice.
Cool. In that case, yeah. Because I can just keep on winding Alec
You
up.
can.
So yeah, I will. I'll push him through like a fly mower.
Fun fact, terrible lawnmowers. Okay, so you're using Alad rather like a large snowplow, winding him up and pushing him through the carpet pile towards the glass thingamy-bob. Is that correct?
Yeah, let's go see the magic bong.
Lovely. As you get a bit closer to it, you realise that it's not a sphere. It's actually a magnifying glass, a giant one compared to you, that has fallen down onto the carpet and is lying on its side with its handle buried in the carpet, holding it upright. Through the magnifying glass, you can see a hitherto unseeable object from afar, which seems to be a large box with a picture of a doll's house on it.
Ah, so there might be spare parts, or we could try and channel the sun's light to burn the house down.
Yes.
There was an iteration of this puzzle where the threat to an immobile one of you was that the magnifying glass was shining a pinpoint of the sun, getting closer and closer to your wooden face, but I thought it was a bit bleak.
Okay, so I can see the. So it looks like what are we talking like the cardboard box that such a doll's house might have come in.
It's blue, it's laminated, it's got one of those terrible stage photographs of the dollhouse open on it with all the people inside.
And it's within reasonable distance to reach?
Nope, far too far away. The magnifying glass is the only reason you can see it at all. Would you like me to replay the voice that you heard at the beginning?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
If you're not in the right place, when I come back, you're going to be in trouble.
So we have to be in the right place.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at the box side. Yeah.
Yes.
So looking at the side of the box at the photograph, where are the people in our outfits? Which rooms are they in?
Okay, the baby is lying in the hilariously undersized bassinet in the nursery. The man of the house is sat in the armchair in front of the TV in the living room, and the woman of the house is in the office.
Okay, so the challenge is getting Allard up that floor, because me and Dom...
We can just swap.
I can just walk from Allard's room, round through the squished carpet to Dom's starting room. Dom can go to...
Time is very much running
Allard's
out
room.
now.
How do we get Allard up the
Well, that's
thing?
what I don't know, because I don't know how to get the stairs up. And we can't seem to hoist him up on your rope.
Well, hang on,
You
if
can hear
I'm still
footsteps on the stairs.
Allard, you've got talk. Can you just
I've got-
pull yourself
yes.
up the
No,
rope?
you're on the wrong track completely, guys. You've got about a minute. When I described all of your clothes to you, I described them as a facsimile of clothes held together by Velcro on your back.
Change the clothes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we all look
You have
exactly
about
the same.
30 seconds.
Oh,
She's
of
coming up the
course.
stairs.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, let's all get naked. So we
Allard.
rush back to the house to get naked. So,
So who's swapping?
wait, I don't need to get naked.
Me and Allard swap, and then
Yeah.
that's fine. And then I
I take my clothes off, then put them back on.
Okay, that was weird.
go back
Right.
up, baby into the nursery.
Mike now in the baby suit is going into the nursery. Into what are you doing? Where are you going?
Get into the bassoon.
What?
I'm sitting in the bassinet.
Dom, Allard, what are you doing? There's 10
Bassinet.
seconds to go.
Dom and I need to swap because I need to sit in the armchair in front of the TV in my room.
Okay, yeah, sure. So you go back into the office, and I will go into the living room and sit down in front of the telly.
Oh, with 0 seconds left.
Yes. And a steer. My God.
You did say about us all looking
It's like being in a
identical, but it
Tesla.
didn't click.
I did. Well done, guys. You have assumed the correct positions as per the box. The voice returns to the room, the little girl who is absolutely massive, and says this.
I'm coming. Found you.
She then gives you a big cuddle all together and proceeds to start ripping your clothes off and putting them on different things and then mucking around with you in a very sort of awful way. You all end up naked and feeling a bit sort of used on the floor as she eventually goes to bed at night. Congratulations, you have solved my puzzle.
I don't feel like we've won.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a congratulations at all. What was the good ending?
No, the bad ending was that the she doesn't come back, but the pet dog does and eats you.
That seems like a better ending. I want that ending.
Sucker in oblivion.
Well done, guys. I hope that didn't feel unfair.
Does it?
Wow.
I tried to write it very carefully and give you exactly what you needed, but nothing more.
Yeah, we didn't listen to the beginning. That's our fault.
The crucial part you were missing was that you were all basically identical and Velcro together, and all you had to do was swap clothes. Mike should never, apart from hanging down from the hook, have left the nursery, because there would be no way for any of you to get back to it.
I'm really glad I didn't work out a way of doing this. I considered throwing myself down the hole and then dealing with it later.
I mean, I would have tried to do the old. Are you really sure that you want to do that?
Yes, I am.
Really sure.
Oh.
Yes, I hope that was enjoyable.
That was.
Yeah, it was good. That was a tricksy one.
If I hadn't given you a steer, would you have been doomed, do you think?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
100%.
Multiple steers, I think.
You obsessed over those fallen stairs. And at every turn,
Why give us stairs if we can't get upstairs with them?
at every turn, I was like, no, it's too heavy. No. I thought by the sheer tone of my voice, you'd go, okay, this is the wrong tree. But just as I was thinking, yeah, my tone is definitely telling you this is not the answer. Allard literally said, I feel like I'm on the right track. No, you're not. You're so far from the right track.
I can make it the right track, though.
Maybe I should have allowed it as an interesting other way to solve it, but I really wanted the clothes swap and then back up to happen.
You just want us to get naked. I get it.
You weirdo. That way you could have just put the stairs in a different room.
Yeah, because presumably that's a fourth room that we never got to see.
There is, yes.
Otherwise, this is a very oddly built dollhouse.
Yeah, there was a fourth room, but with 3 solvers.
That would have been the master bedroom.
And the hook thing in Mike's room was to accommodate the grab the other wall as it comes in and folds in.
Oh, yeah, the little thing that... Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because my first thought when you said that was like, oh, I thought the house was already open. I thought I had to like unhook the front of the house so they could do the thing.
Oh, sugar! I might have done a poor description there.
No, that's
it was a real bastard working out like all the limitations on this one. Like, okay, who moves in what way, and how do they move, and how far can they move, and how can I make that clear? How can I make that like not easily gameable or really fuzzy? I hope it was okay.
No, but it worked. Because the underlying puzzle was quite simple, and that's always the best kind.
Oh yeah, the underlying puzzle was really simple. You guys just took so long to find the thing you needed to find to say this is how you need to be, which was interesting because that was the very first piece of information you were given was you need to be where you should be.
Well, I mean, I figured that obviously me and Ali wouldn't already be in the right rooms. I figured that none of us would be in the right rooms.
And you were.
Obviously, the baby was going to be in the nursery, so the other two had to swap. But I was intent on working out how we could physically swap rather than just changing clothes.
I thought I'd really nailed it with the old Spider-Manning down and grabbing Alec and going back up. I thought I was like, fucking sussed this.
I did think about this as an option, but I really wanted the clothes swap to be the logical leap that you have to make.
So to refer back to Dom, you just wanted us naked.
Broadly speaking, yes.
Weirdo.
Though I did enjoy all the talk about putting cylinders in people in.
Okay. Well, John, thank you very much for that lovely episode and horrible ending.
Naked dolls.
So, thanks very much for listening. You can subscribe to us on all of your favourite apps, feeds, iTunes, and at our website, www.theinfiniteescaperoom.com. You can also follow us via Facebook and Twitter at tier_podcast, where we are, to be frank, not desperately active, but ho diddly hum. We hope you enjoyed the episode. We love you lots, and we'll see you next time. Tatty Plumbles.
Bye for now.
Goodbye.
Bye. Wait, I want to do another goodbye. That one was terrible. Yeah. Goodbye!